There you go.
There you go. Okay.
The
So
GT40 Mark II. Difference between the Mark II and the Mark I. If you look at the back, the spoiler on the Mark II is actually bolted on. The Mark I, it's integrated into it.
Yeah.
You got these big scoops, air scoops for cooling, and you've got brake air scoops over here on the side. This particular car is configured for to look exactly like the car that won Le Mans in 1966. Excuse me. The original car, the Mark II, should be configured for a FE block. This one has a 427 Windsor block in it. Much more practical for today's applications.
it's running about, I think, 540 horse, right?
Right at 540, 550 in that neighborhood.
Yeah.
So, and with a 2,500 pound car, it's really,
It's very quick.
yes, exceptionally quick. The original monocoque chassis is identical to the one, or this is identical to the original monocoque chassis of this part right here. All the panels are fiberglass. The chassis itself is identical to the car, the Mark II that was built in 1966 that won Le Mans. A lot of other companies build something that looks like a GT40. This is the only identical version of the GT40. Sold as a GT40 and under license from Saffer Spares in Canada. It has a GT40 VIN, Gt40 Mkii 2000 series, where the original cars were a 1000 series.
Right.
Interior's identical, except the seats are a little nicer. Instead of the slatted seats, they have a seat that breathes a little better. Factory air conditioning is standard equipment.
Right, and the air conditioning is actually, the controls are in the door.
Correct.
So the dash is the original layout.
The air conditioning system now occupies the oil tank, which looks original into the front end, but now houses the air conditioning plenum.
Right.
So you maintain the original look of the car, and with wet sump lubrication, you don't need that oil tank anyway. All the fuel tanks are located in the sills. There's one on each side.
Right.
Filler is up here.
There's one on each side.
One on each side, correct. Get a shot of that.
I'm just going to close this door here.
We can. There's what used to be the oil tank that is now the plenum for the air conditioning
very cool.
system.
That's very cool.
Great way to do it.
Yeah, the steering rack.
There's a steering rack right there in front of it.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, the car weighs about 2,500 pounds and is identical to the GT40 Mark II that was built that won Le Mans.
Yeah.
This particular car is the Carroll Shelby limited edition version. For Carroll's 85th birthday, they built 85 of each of the 3 colors that entered Le Mans in 1966.
Right.
The black one, the blue and orange car, which was the Miles car, and then the red one, which was a DNF, did not finish.
Right.
Came in 17th. But this car was first place, and the Ken Miles car was second. Should have been the other way around, but that's another
It's
story.
racing.
Right. You notice on the side there's a Carroll Shelby logo celebrating his 85th birthday.
Right.
This car has not only the badging, but you can see the engraving and the headlamp covers
Yeah.
with the Carroll Shelby signature in it.
And the wheels?
The wheels are specially painted, that gold trim,
Yeah.
for the 85th anniversary.
But that's the typical wheels that come
Yeah,
with the
it's
car.
the same wheel, it's just a little different paint.
Yeah. Yeah.
This particular car has the gurney bubble up on top. Dan Gurney was a little too tall to fit with a helmet, so they put that bubble up there, and he squeezed in.
Yeah, which is an option that you can get on the car if you have that issue.
Certainly.
And then we have the
engine compartment with the bundle of snake exhaust. Now, the Mark II had a big block, 427. This is a small block, but it appears, when you look at it, to be very similar to the original Mark II because it's got the turkey pan and the 4-barrel. Where the Mark I had an 8-stack Weber
Yeah.
carburation system.
Yeah, which could be done if you wanted.
Sure, you can do that.
Yeah, well, today it would be EFI, but
Right, and it looks
Yeah.
like the Weber system,
Yeah.
but you get all the benefits of fuel injection now.
yeah, yeah. Near red overfill tank, whatever overflow tank. So yeah.
Yep.
Now I'm going to get you to hold the camera, and I'll jump in.
All right, jump in, Al.
Yeah.
Al is now going to get in the GT40. That's one way to do it.
It's a car you put on. But you can see I've got like a foot shoulder room. So it's just a very, very comfortable
Want to close the lid?
fit. Yeah.
Steering wheel does come off. 2 buttons on either side. There you go. You got to push them both in, I think, at the same time. And then it should come off. There you go. Helps ingress and egress a bit.
Yeah.
Original control panel.
Yeah.
This has a center shift and a left-hand drive. Right-hand drive versions also available with a sill shifter, or if you want to shift with your left hand, we can leave it in the console.
Yeah. Oh my God. Now this particular car is configured, I think, for a shorter person, right?
Yeah, this was configured for a short person, so we can make them for, depending on how tall you are, much taller. Pedals are adjustable, seats are adjustable.
So there. That's a walk around.
There you go.